It's a race against the clock and your own limits, over difficult mountainous terrain or down a long, lonely road. The course is unmarked, leaving you to navigate on your own. You'll have to carry your own gear for constant weather changes, running at night, and all of your food because there are no aid stations to support you. And there are no other competitors to push you or support you, especially when you go through those inevitable dark moments of struggle. There are no medals, no race swag given out when you finally cross the finish line. But the good news, no race registration fees because this is an FKT. The routes can include anything from long-distance hiking trails to circumnavigations of lakes and mountains to the up and down times of summiting an iconic peak or completing a linkup of multiple peaks. Originally, athletes started taking on these lofty goals because they wanted an extra layer of challenge from regular races. They wanted to push themselves to their limits on their local running routes. This, in my opinion, makes the sport of chasing FKTs pretty special because anyone, at any time, on any day, can try to break a record and set a new FKT. As of June 2020, we have seen almost 4 times as many attempts compared to last year in 2019. You may be familiar with some of the more popular FKT attempts from this year, like ultrarunner Courtney Dauwalter, where she was on track to crush the current record of the 788-kilometer course on the Colorado Trail from Waterton Canyon to Durango, Colorado. This course passes through 6 national forests, 6 wilderness areas, and traverses 5 major river systems, and 8 of Colorado's mountain ranges. The current course record is set at 8 days and 30 minutes. Courtney was 309 miles into the 490-mile course and was 22 hours ahead of pace, where she started to suffer from acute bronchitis and had to call it quits. Or Jim Walmsley's FKT attempt when he tried to break the FKT record for the Hard Rock 100-mile course. This course has 33,050 feet of climbing over the Colorado mountain ranges and takes place at an average elevation of 11,000 feet, the highest point being 14,048 feet above sea level. Or how about Corey Waltering setting the men's-supported FKT of 21 days, 13 hours, and 35 minutes on Wisconsin's 1,147-mile Ice Age Trail. Like most of us, when Corey found out his race plans were canceled, he quickly switched gears. His original plan was to tackle this course in a few years, but instead trained for this course in just 3 weeks, where he had to battle multiple different terrains, weather conditions, and lots of mosquitoes and ticks. Now, I know these may sound a bit crazy, but, that's kind of the beauty in it. Let's first dive a little bit deeper into the logistics on setting an FKT. There are 3 different types of FKT attempts that you can go after. The first being a supported attempt. These allow the runner or runners to utilize a support crew who can provide water, food, a change of clothes, or any kind of gear supply along the way that they may need. The next is an unsupported attempt. In these efforts, this means there is no external support of any kind permitted. Other than collecting water from natural sources along the way, the runner must go alone and carry all of their supplies from start to finish. The last being a self-supported attempt. These efforts are not permitted to have a crew, but allow the runner to stash their own supplies along the route prior to the attempt. Now look, you don't need to push yourself for 22 days straight to get the satisfaction and bragging rights of an FKT. You can take these principles and apply them to your neighborhood. All you have to do is take a look at your local Strava segments, and with a little analysis, you'll be able to find the ones that you can nab and become the king or queen of your street. If all this FKT talk is getting you hyped and ready to race and compete, but you want to get faster first, well, then check out this video I did on 3 different types of speed work that you need to be doing so that you can crush your goals. I will see you guys in there.